Ele convida Edwin. Convida tu. E nem coloquei meu coraçãozinho de marca, mas tudo bem. Edwin, I'm gonna call you now. So, where are you? I saw your comment, but I can't find it now. If you can comment again, just a sec. And boom. And boom.
What's up?
What's up?
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm chilling. Just got done filming a TikTok.
I was filming a TikTok before the live too.
Yeah, I got it. We're doing like a little dance one with all of us. So we had to get I had to film Nick and Zion, and then Brandon and Austin are sending me their clips, so I have to edit them together and then post them.
You're the guy that edits everything? I'm so bad at editing everything.
I do a little bit. Brandon's a little bit better than me, but I try a little bit.
I always try to edit things, but I give up because I'm just so bad at them. I don't know what happens. Like I go on the basic stuff like iMovie and all, and it's just impossible. I can't.
Yeah, I used to make YouTube videos back then, so I used to chop them up a little. But that was way back when.
Really? I'm gonna look for those.
They might be up there. Some of the fans, they found it. I deleted them, but some of the fans, they found them.
I get so embarrassed when fans find old videos of me. I'm like,
right?
Oh God, don't see that, please. How's been your quarantine?
It's been good. Just been chilling, like making music, trying to just make content at home, so that we can keep feeding it to the fans. But yeah, just focusing on making music and trying to get better at like the things that we've been wanting to get better at. So like me personally, I've been trying to get better at producing, and Zion actually is producing now too. So yeah,
it's same for me. Like I'm home and I don't know how to play anything. Like I sing, but I play nothing. And then sometimes it's just so hard to get the ideas out of my head. Like I have an idea for an amazing song, but I just can't create it. So I bought a guitar and I'm gonna try to learn it. Yeah, I'm gonna try to download all the apps and everything to start producing too. But yeah, I've been doing a lot of content. I've been doing those lives actually every day.
Yeah, it's super cool.
I'm glad you like it. But yeah, to keep my fans also, because like everyone's bored at home, so it's cool if you give like entertainment for your fans.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you guys have a lot of Brazilian fans, and when are you coming to Brazil? Is that in your plans? Like, how's that gonna work?
Yeah, it's in our plans. We actually were trying to go. I think early next year or something. Just trying to like do certain shows. Like we've been booking like international shows here and there to go out and do. But with the whole Corona and all that stuff, everything just kind of got pushed back. So hopefully, when everything clears, that's like, we definitely want to go to Brazil first. Because that's like our second, like besides the US and the UK, it's like our second to third like market that we have to definitely tap into.
Well, oh my God, everyone here in Brazil loves you. Like, a lot of my friends love you here. Not only Brazil, I mean, you kind of know that. Like, when you found out that you have fans from all over the world, how did you feel?
It's cool. It's just like, you don't really realize it until you go. And it wasn't until we went to Japan, because like we've been to the UK a bunch of times, so like we knew we had a bunch of fans there. But it wasn't until we went to Japan that it was like, whoa, because like it's such a completely different culture, different like part of the world. And they were like waiting for us at the airport, and like when they would like see us in the streets, like they would be shy to not hug us, because like the culture over there, it's a little bit it's like more sacred to like touch and hug, so usually we bow. And we would like try to hug them, and then they would get all excited.
And they're like,
yeah, they're like, oh my God, what's going on?
When I went to Japan, it was the same thing. I literally said the same thing on a live like 2 days ago, I think. The moment where I felt like, oh my God, people know me. It was when I went to Japan, because like it's so far. I never thought somebody on the other side of the world would know me. And and then it was the same thing, because like in Brazil, we're huggers. So when you come here and you see your fans, don't worry, you can hug them. They're not going to care. They're probably going to go and hug you. But yeah, I was going to hug the fans too. And they were like all scared. And I was like, oh my God, I'm so bad at this. So you guys have an international EP with like collabs and everything. It's really dope, by the way. where did that idea come from, and why did you decide to include Brazil?
We had a conversation. So we had our song Menecita with CNCO,
Love
and
that song, by the
we
way.
thank you. And we came up with the idea because the thing is, it's kind of we wanted to have a reason to put out a Latin record. Like we didn't just want to put it out like random. And we came up with the idea of how about we come up with an EP where we tap in with other artists from around the world and make this like a cultural international package, so that not only are we receiving fans from them, but also we're giving them some of our fans and cross pollinating, getting people to understand like new music and also challenging ourselves. Because I don't always sing in Spanish, but I got to sing in Spanish for that song. So it's just trying to find ways to challenge ourselves, but also give back to the community that's not so much closer to us, but farther away from us.
Does any of you speak Spanish?
Yeah, I speak Spanish. Not the best. I'm like 65. I understand all Spanish, but like I'm 65, 70% there when it comes to speaking. I'm a
I'm
shy
learning
girl.
Spanish too. I'm learning Spanish. I'm really close to speak it. I only speak Portuguese and English. I think I'm the same with Spanish. Like, I get so freaked out when I have to speak for some reason.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
I
me
don't
too.
know.
Like whenever my mom talks to me, like I'll talk to her back, but if like my grandma's around, I'm like, because she's gonna judge me, like
Yeah,
she's gonna call me
I
out.
feel the same. I don't know why, but just like there's always people like, "Can you speak Spanish?" And I'm like, "I can't," but I just say no because I'm just so scared that they'll be like talking to me and I won't be able to respond.
I feel that. I'm literally the same way.
Do you know any other Brazilian artists? Because I know you know Luisa Sonza, which is the girl that you did the song with. But do you know any other artists?
I don't, not by name, but we worked with this girl named, I don't know if she makes music, but
Raíssa.
Raisa.
She's one of my best friends.
Yeah, we got to like work with her, and she came over and we did a couple like activations, like social media stuff with her. And I don't know if she makes music, but like she's one of the only people like that I remember like name wise from Brazil.
No, she doesn't make music. She's an actress, but she's a big fan. She's a big fan. And I remember she told me, oh my God, I'm breaking the house. Okay, so she told me all about it when she went there, and she told me you guys were super nice to her. She was just like so happy. Um, there's a bunch of artists that you should listen to sometime. Like,
Yeah,
do you
I
know
can.
Anita? Anita is really big.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
she's
yeah.
a good one. She has good music. There's Isa. Isa. There's I'm gonna recommend you a song
Just
after
yeah,
on the
just
DMs.
recommend them to me because I'm
I'll
down.
just
Like I've
send
been
you.
trying to listen to more. Like the fans put me on more to K-pop, and I'm trying to get into just other cultures like with music and stuff.
Same. I always try to explore a lot. I
Oh,
heard like mm,
there's this one song Drake did with this the it's Brazilian.
Kevin and Chris. Kevin and
That
Chris. Yeah.
song is amazing. I love that.
It's simple. Yeah,
That
that song. Cardi B was listening to that song too. He performed with Post Malone on his concert here in Brazil. It was really cool, and this song got really big. There's a bunch of like funk. Funk is a Brazilian rhythm is like a different kind of funk. There's just I don't know. There's just so much I need to show you. And do you know any Portuguese at all?
no, I know. Is it obrigado?
Obrigado. Everybody knows obrigado.
Yeah, because like that's the thing that they tell you to say, like when you're like if we're doing any like videos for like Brazilian fans, they'll say make sure you say obrigado, and I'm like okay.
Yeah.
Or is it
Obrigado is
oi?
thank you.
Is it oi?
Oi. Oh,
Oi.
okay. Like, you know, two words. That's fine already.
That I think that's the only thing. Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna teach you how to say
Oh,
how are you.
and bisu? Is that
Beijos.
beijos?
Beijos. Bisous, I think it's French.
Dang it.
Yeah. But it was pretty close. Beijos. So that's like when we're on the phone and we want to say like bye, like kisses is like beijos.
Got you.
But not in real life. Like nobody says beijos. It's weird.
Okay.
Yeah. You say tudo bem.
Tudo bem. Oh yeah, I've heard that one before.
You know a lot. You know
I,
a
I,
lot.
rem- I remember it from like listening, but I don't know what it mean. I don't know what that means.
Oh, okay. Yeah, when you come to Brazil, when you finally come to Brazil, because you have to, you're gonna listen to a lot of Eu Te Amo. Eu Te Amo is I love you. You know, because You speak a little bit of Spanish, so it's so it's kind of the same thing. So you guys, you dance a lot on your performances and all. How is that for you? Like, what was the hardest choreography for you to learn, and what's your favorite?
My favorite one to do was definitely phases. Because
Douglas, my face.
you like the songs.
Yeah.
But no, phases was it wasn't hard. It was just different, and we got some guys from New York who were dancers, and they choreographed that one because it kind of has like a New York feel to it with the beat.
Mhm.
And I'm from New York, so I love like tapping into it and stuff and like getting
Mhm.
down with it. But a lot of the dances that we learn, they have a little bit more like pocket, no, not less pocket, but more kind of like pauses, and there's a little bit more intention. Whereas with that, it's all grooving and it's all like in the pocket, just moving, moving, and moving. And I remember when we were in London, I was like, I just wasn't like physically ready to perform. Like I hadn't been training and stuff. I was just like, yeah, I'll do it, whatever. And by the end of phases, because it was
Mhm.
one of our last songs, I'm like about to like throw up on stage. I'm like, oh my gosh, like that was too much for me. And then I had to like run backstage, but nobody realized it. And I just ran backstage, and I'm like, okay, I'm fine, I'm fine, I'm fine, I'm fine. And then we got back on stage.
I felt like puking once on stage. Nobody ever noticed it either. I was in Las Vegas, and in the beginning, I'm supposed to be like backstage, but people can see me kind of. It's like off stage, but on the floor. I can't
Yeah,
explain.
yeah, yeah.
And then my choreographer put a bucket behind the stairs, like hidden, because if I needed to puke or anything, it wouldn't be on the floor or in everyone's faces. But it's the worst feeling. You're like,
Yeah,
oh my god, I'm about to ruin everything, and
and
all they're gonna
literally.
talk about is me puking.
Yep,
The fact that you're from New York is really cool because I just have this thing with New York. It stole my heart. I love that city.
it's my favorite city.
Oh my god, it's so. Do you live in LA right now?
Yeah,
How do you like it? Do you like LA?
I like LA for what I do and for the people that I know. But in terms of a city, like if I had to be by myself in a city, I feel like I'd be very lonely here.
Mm-hmm.
And in New York, because everyone's kind of just around you, like, and there's so much to do and so many like things to see, like all in a span of like an hour of like train rides, it
Mm-hmm.
feels like it feels like you're not so lonely because there's always like someone or
Mm-hmm.
something to do. And like here, if you want to go somewhere, you're gonna have to plan ahead because there's traffic and you gotta get in a car. And
Mm-hmm.
then if you're over there, you gotta stay over there because you don't want to like drive all the way around LA. So yeah.
I freaking love New York, and I feel the same about LA. And like, I live in São Paulo. This is a city in Brazil. It's like the big city,
Hmm.
so it's the same thing. There's people all around. You're always just going somewhere with everyone, and then in LA is a bit different. It's just like
Yeah.
I feel weird in LA. I don't
And
know.
I feel like it's only because of how spread out every kind of place is. Like if you're in the valley, you're in the valley. If you're in West
Mm-hmm.
Hollywood, you're in West Hollywood. Um, I think that's like the main reason. If there was public transportation like trains, I feel like
Uh-huh.
more people would be going more places.
Mm-hmm. I feel like it's also like a very different lifestyle.
Yeah.
Cause like everyone's about like the green juice and the red vibes and the stones, like
Yeah,
like
yeah,
the
yeah.
astrology and all. And I'm like,
Yeah, that
I'm,
is true. I've seen a bunch of crystal stores.
you do?
Yeah. There's like
When
three
I
of
go
them
to
on Melrose.
yeah, I've been to Erewhon. Erewhon
Hmm.
have you been?
Yeah.
That's like the spot for like all the green juice in the world.
Yeah.
It's all there. I loved it though. The juice
Yeah.
was really good.
I used to not like it, but now they changed me. They changed me.
LA is taking you. But I mean, you live with the boys, right?
Yeah.
Yes, it must be different. How is that? Do you guys like fight at all?
We bicker, but like we've been living together for 4 years now, so it's like we can't like there's nothing to fight about anymore. Like
No.
there's nothing to argue. Like all the things that I kind of was like irritated about with one person or the other person, like it's already squashed and left way back when. So now it's just about the music. But the only times it does get difficult is when like some of us are in the house and we got to do something or like we got to film something and then there's only one person out and we're like damn it, like we have to wait for this one person.
Yeah, I
That's
feel
the
it.
only
Like,
time.
yeah, I don't know if you know, but I'm also part of a group,
Hmm.
and the group that I'm in, there's like a bunch of people. There's 15 people, so
Yeah, so it's like you always gotta be waiting for somebody.
yeah, there's always someone that's late. There's always someone that forgot something,
Yeah.
or like that has the wrong outfit. Getting all of us together is so complicated. So I totally get that. Like we also had all of the arguments that we had to have about like ourselves, and they were never like super big. It was always just like some little things that happen with everyone, I think.
Yeah.
But like now the only fights is when like someone is being like lazy, or we're like, come on, everybody's here waiting for you.
Yeah. Yeah.
What
Yeah.
the hell? Yeah. Austin is not in the house anymore.
No.
Is that a trouble? Is that bad?
No, I mean, even for now, like with quarantine, everybody kind of decided to just kind of figure out their own home base. Me, I decided to stay here. I could have went home like all the way back to New York, but I decided to stay here because I have all my equipment here, and I'd rather just work on music.
Mm-hmm.
But no, it's not hard. I mean, like whenever we need things done, like, because the thing is, we're not gonna be living together forever.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I would love to. It makes like way easier. And we knew at one point, it would come down to, because you can only live with people for so long until you're like, I need my own space.
Mm-hmm.
But no, like I feel like that kind of is the next step in growth, because things are kind of easier when everybody's together. But then when you start moving away and start living your own kind of like life, then you start to learn, oh, I'm growing up. I have to actually be more attentive or be more on time, or I have to like budget my day accordingly. You know what I mean? Because we're older now. We're all about to be 21. So
Mm-hmm. Very true. So you're not 21. I thought some
no,
of you were.
I'm 21.
Oh, you're 21.
Nick is 22. Austin's 22, and Brandon's 19, turning 20 in December. And
He's
then
the youngest.
yeah. Oh no,
Oh,
no, he's turning 21 in this. Yeah, he's turning 21 in December. My bad. And then Zion's turning 21 next month.
oh, that's cool.
Mm-hmm.
Then soon you're all gonna party together.
Yep.
Here in Brazil is 18.
I
So
know.
one more reason for you to come here. So I know that you make a lot of your own accessories, like in fashion and all. Where did that idea come from? Like, do you have any inspirations?
Yeah, I just love being different, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like the only way to be truly different is if you just start making your own stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why, like, whenever I shop for clothes, I go thrift shopping, because I want to make sure that if I'm wearing something, that I'm one of the only people wearing it. That's just like my own thing. But then when I started wearing jewelry, I was like, wait, like, it's so hard to find the jewelry that I want. So let me just start making the jewelry that I want. And then people started liking it, and they were like, hey, I want one too. So I was like, okay, cool. I'll just make a bunch, and then we can all wear it.
Cool, but is there something that you hated that you made and you absolutely hated it?
Oh yeah, when I was first starting to make the chains that I make, it just wasn't looking good. And I was like, I don't know how to fix this, and I was like online looking up different materials and different molds and different ways, and then finally I figured it out. And this is it.
Oh, but there's nothing that you threw out.
Not that I, not that I am aware. Maybe I painted. I think I painted on like a jacket, and I was like, this is not it.
Oh,
I didn't throw it out. I didn't throw it out. I gave it away.
Oh, okay. I'm scared to do those things because I am so bad at drawing. Like, so bad. There's this fan that recently asked for me to draw a tattoo for her. And I was like, you're asking for the wrong person. Then I ended up writing something because, like, so bad. So I'm scared to get, like, a jacket and try to paint it and then just destroy it. And I know that I will. I can't even cut my shirts, like when you want to do
yeah,
pop
it's like you like get it a little.
Yeah, and I don't know. I already did everything. Like I asked for my mom to push the shirt, and I try to cut it, but it's always just it's just so bad. Ugh.
We can teach you. It's not that hard. It's not that hard.
Please teach me. I'm so bad. Ugh. So now I'm gonna go for the fan questions. Oh, someone's asking what can we expect for your debut? Debut? Is that how you say it? Debut. Debut album. Like, are you guys working on it?
Yeah, I mean, we're always working on an album. You know what I mean? Like we're always working on music, period. So we just kind of compile a bunch of songs and then pick the best out of, like, we pick the songs that like everybody goes, whoa, like this is something. And we want the one of the goals that we set for ourselves is, although all the songs that we released are all pretty much and they all feel awesome, like we love them, some songs some guys favor more than others, of course, because not everybody's gonna have the same opinion. And with that being said, we wanted to kind of make sure that the album, because it's our first real debut album, we wanted to make sure that the majority of the songs on there, everybody feels almost as the same when it comes to like the opinion of the song, if that makes sense. So we want everybody in the band to love it as much as everybody else does, because it's going to be our first album. We don't want anybody having the slightest bit of like second guesses. And we don't know how long that's going to take, but we also understand that like you can't rush success. Like you can't rush something because you just want to get it out there. Like we take our time and we put our heart and soul and sweat and tears into these things. So we want to make sure that if it's going to be the first, it's going to be the best.
That's a very good way to think, honestly, because it's good that you put something good out. It's just, I hate when artists that I love, like, they release a bunch of singles that are amazing, and then the first album is just like, eh. Like, there's one or two hits, and then the rest is just all like, oh, I had to do this, you know?
But I will say that the album's going to sound different than, not too different. It's still going to be us, and it's still going to be that vibe, but it's going to be a little bit more mature, more now than it was, than it ever has been. It's going to feel very much like everything that we've been trying to do, but just didn't really have the resources to do. And now that we kind of are in the right mindset, we're going to be able to attack it the way that we attack it.
I think my favorite songs from you guys is, I don't even know. I like Open Arms. I like Faces a lot. It's really good.
That's my favorite one. That one and On My Way are my favorite songs.
Yeah, and the lyrics for Faces are really like, wow. And like, I was going through a moment in my life. I felt so stupid, but I was I was listening to Faces, like listening and being like, you know, like I was just going through a hard time, and then that song, I was just crying.
I'm glad that we could do that for you.
Yeah, it was very good. 10,000 Hours. I like the music videos too. They're like, I don't know. I really like you guys' music.
Thank you.
What is your biggest career goal?
Mine personally is to headline Madison Square Garden, because I'm from there. And I've been there a bunch of times, and I just want to headline. Like, I don't even care if I headline it once, and that's the, like, I just want to do it, just to be like, wow, I really like, this is what I've not dreamed of doing, because I never really dreamed of becoming an artist until I became one, and I was like, wow, this has been my dream, but I just wasn't
aware.
But yeah, that's one of mine. But I think as a group, we just want to be the best versions of ourselves that we can be in pretty much, because although we want to see pretty much till the end of the road, we're obviously going to have different endeavors and different things that happen in our lives, whether it's families, whether it's other career paths, whether it's clothing line, whatever the case may be, that involves like a bunch of other kind of like passions and kind of like different ways of attacking it emotionally. So we want to make sure that as long as we're in pretty much and we're doing pretty much, that we're the best versions that we can be in the band, because the last thing we want to do is look back and say, wow, I didn't try my hardest, or I could have done this but I didn't do it. So yeah.
That's good. That's a good dream. My dream that I recently found out about it, honestly, watching an Alicia Keys thing that happened. It's also in New York, because I love that city. I don't know what the hell happens there. There's magic in that city. But like, I really want to have a concert, because my passion is singing. I love singing. I want to have a concert in the middle of Times Square, you know?
Ooh.
Like, you know, like those ones where there's people everywhere, but not like in the end of the year, just like my thing, because Alicia Keys had it, so I know it's possible. And then, I want to have the stage there, and just sing into the mic and hear it echoing everywhere. I'll probably have in-ears, so I won't hear it, but it's just my imagination, and just I
I
keep
like that. I
imagining
like
that.
that.
Get goosebumps. That's really cool. Next fan question is, what is your next hair color gonna be?
Um, right now it's like a pink salmon. I'm gonna do. I think everyone's been telling me to do silver.
Silver.
I'll do it. It's just like, and I want to do it. I love silver. It's my favorite one. But it's just so you have to process your hair so much. Like you have to like bleach it like 3 times.
Yeah,
And
it
you have to
usually
tone it
kills your
twice.
hair. It usually kills your hair.
So I
But
think
I mean,
that might be next. Maybe.
everybody here in Brazil is trying different things with their hair because they're also bored with quarantine. So they, oh my god, I've seen so many crazy things. Like people try to cut bangs and they like do, it's like a colorful paper thing that they
Yeah,
put
yeah.
on their hair and it gets colorful and they hate it after. I'm like, oh my god.
What are you gonna
But
do?
yeah, no, I'm not gonna do anything. Uh,
You
you
should.
see this? You see this hair? It
It's
took
no,
me.
I love the curls. My cousin, she has like really tight curls, and I have curly hair, but not like that tight.
Mhm.
So I always admire like nice curly hair because my hair is just not doing it for me.
It's just so hard to take care of this.
Yeah.
Like really, really hard. So if I do anything that I don't like or that destroys my hair, I will never stop blaming myself.
Yeah.
Ever. I will always just cry, cry, cry. And I think last question because we don't have a lot of time. So, uh, no, I don't want to do this question because it's weird. I because it's weird. I want to do a question. So my friend told me you're becoming vegan or vegetarian.
No, I'm vegan.
You're vegan.
I've been
Okay, I
vegan
want to
since
know
November.
how that is. November.
Yeah.
So it's recent. How?
Yeah.
Why? Was it like because you love animals or just another thing?
A little bit of everything. I saw a documentary called dang it, what's it called? I forgot. But oh, Game Changers.
Mm-hmm.
And it was just about how like there are a bunch of like Olympic athletes and really strong athletes who say that the reason why they've gotten so strong or they've been able to do the things that they've been doing is because of being vegan.
Uh-huh.
And then the doctors like they run you through a bunch of different like things as to why like veganism is a little bit more beneficial long term. And I was like, you know what? It looks legit. Everyone's talking about it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna just try it. And because the thing is, I don't really like favor meat all the time.
Mm.
Like I don't really like eat meat all the time. So I was like, yeah, this will be easy for me. And then I tried it, and at first it was hard
Mm-hmm.
because you don't know what foods there are in like like when you eat meat, like you don't really eat a lot of vegetables besides like the common vegetables.
Mm-hmm.
But when you're only eating vegetables and plants, you have to know almost every single vegetable and every single plant, and you also have to like force yourself to like them. So then I just got a bunch of groceries and I just bought a bunch of vegetables and I was just trying different things. I got a vegan cookbook. Um, and yeah, I've been doing it ever since. But now I'm on a meal plan because I don't have time to cook, or I didn't have time. Now I have all the time in the world. But before, at the time, I didn't have time to cook, so I just went online, found a vegan meal plan, and it's just like a prepped meal that's already cooked. All you have to do is heat it up,
Uh-huh.
and it's vegan. It got tofu, it's got Brussels sprouts, asparagus, rice.
Well, you're very brave. I tried to be vegetarian twice and I failed. I mean, I live in Brazil. Meat is a very
I
big
know.
thing here, so like it's harder, but it's not impossible. Like I have so many friends that are vegetarian, but oh, impossible.
Yeah,
I
like
don't know.
I'm Dominican, so when I go back home and my mom wants to cook me like Latino food, it's meat. It's just
Meat.
chicken
Yeah.
and meat. So when I went back home, I was like, "Mom, I'm vegan," and she was like, I don't know what to do. Like
You want
I
this
don't know what
lettuce?
you're gonna
It's just
eat."
like,
He's like,
yeah.
"What are you gonna eat?" I was like, just go to the grocery store and get the things that have to do with veganism. I don't know.
That's cool. Very proud of you. Wish I could
Thank
do
you.
that. I have only 1 minute, so I have to say bye because I have to announce the guests for tomorrow. But thank you so much
Thank
for
you for
being
having
here.
me.
It was lovely talking to you, and I hope I can see you personally one day when I'm in LA.
Let me know.
And yep, okay. Bye. Thank
Bye,
you.
guys.